Little did he know that she was the daughter of a gangster. Yes, Patsy Ann is the daughter of Odette, the prostitute, fathered by and unknown to Richard Harrow. Mama Satariano comes to Michael the next day, telling him of his uncle Richard Harrow, that is, Michael Sullivan, that is, Patsy Ann's father, who is also going through similar circumstances, losing an eye, but in World War I, then some Capone story about how he's taking a red cab to Manhattan with his blue gun, which to the Satariano family is amazing that two boys, both adopted or through them, would have such similarities, meaning Michael Sullivan coming home from the war, etc., and Richard Harrow. The story continues with me, Donald Barrymore. Jimmy takes Harrow, Richard, to where he is staying at the Four Deuces brothel after a few drinks and a conversation about guns they like to use. He introduces Harrow to a prostitute named Odette, who has a whole ticker tape parade ready for him. Rah rah, here comes the Broadway boys. Robbery? Not robbery. Mix it up. Get away. Quick. A whole ticker tape parade ready for him. Later, Harrow utilizes his pinpoint accuracy to kill Jimmy's enemy, Liam. Harrow fires from a hotel room across the street and hits Liam right below his right eye as he is seated at a North Side restaurant in the HBO Max episode Home. This prostitute has an illicit daughter through unsafe sex practices. We'll discuss this shortly. Through naming her Patsy Ann. Patsy Ann then becomes adopted by friends of Papa and Mama Satariano. Rhymes with soprano. Yes. This now ties in Boardwalk Empireverse right into the timeline along with all the characters. If you've seen The Godfather, Image with the sparkling bits around him, and the edge of reality, edge of purgatory, all these things, then you've seen and heard that the entire extended thing of Ozverse includes each saga, such as The Godfather, 3 epic movies, each a chapter in this epic ongoing saga, utilizing real-time characters, historical characters, fictional characters, and otherworldly characters as well, all mixed in together as we see this happening. Back to our storyline. Jimmy's former mentor, Nucky Thompson, Nucky is not dead, is the boss of a political and criminal organization controlling Atlantic City, New Jersey. Jersey Joe for people in the know. Jimmy has been living in exile in Chicago because he has been linked to the murders he's committed carrying out the Hamilton hijacking by both Arnold Rothstein, you dirty Jew, and Prohibition agents, including you-know-who are Elliot Untouchable. When one of Nucky's casinos is robbed and his brother Eli is shot, Nucky suspects that Rothstein is responsible. Is he? Fearing a war with Rothstein, Nucky meets with Jimmy at the Four Deuces to invite him back to Atlantic City. Harrow accompanies Jimmy to the meeting and is introduced to Nucky as a war buddy. Hold me in paradise. Is it the road to paradise? Or is it the road to perdition? Or is it the road to purgatory? Perhaps Amelia Clark will be here to discuss all of this. Harrow then accompanies Jimmy to Atlantic City, where he becomes Anne Margaret for a momentary period, quickly realizing is not for him at this time until later. He becomes then Margaret Schroeder's bodyguard after an assassination attempt is made on Nucky Thompson by the evil Sixtus D'Alessio Belfem. While in the Schroeder home, Harrow's injury and mask frighten Margaret's children and is even somewhat disturbing to her. He is awoken from a dream about Odette by Emily Schroeder screaming at the sight of his unmasked face. Harrow had taken it off in order to sleep comfortably. One night, as Margaret read The Wizard of Oz to her children, Harrow was invited to sit and listen to the story. He playfully told them that he was the Tin Woodsman from the book and tapped on his tin mask as proof. The children giggled and became more comfortable with Harrow from that point forward. The Emerald City is the episode we're referring to here. In an effort to find the D'Alessio brothers, Harrow suggests to Jimmy that they could kill their extended family members to draw them out of hiding. This is the episode known as Paris Green. This tactic is not needed, however, as Nucky strikes a deal with Arnold Rothstein, which involves the latter giving up the location of the remaining D'Alessio brothers. Or the brothers. Now aware of their whereabouts, Harrow is sent to kill Ignatius and Pius. There's a point. While Jimmy and Al Capone are sent for others. This the episode A Return to Normalcy. We've shared on social media the awkward conversation between Harrow and Capone himself. Watch as the sun ties the show as Capone perhaps reflects on his own son, Sonny Capone. Oh, and Mama Satariano is the half-sister of Nucky Thompson, being looked after by none other than Elliot Ness, just outside Chicago. Two wrongs don't make a right, but sometimes they do. Go to